everyone, it's Linda from Full Moon Studio. Welcome back to the channel. Today I thought I'd give you a little look through my collection of Edith Holden goodies, because I know that some people do find them hard to get hold of, but I thought I'd show you that there's more than just the book. However, let's start with the book. Here it is. So this is the country diary of an Edwardian lady. It's published in 1977, and I am actually old enough to remember it coming out. I had an original copy. I no longer do. This one is 1978, by which time it was in its 9th edition. It sold 3 million copies. They're out there. You can find them. So let me show you anyway. So what it is a facsimile of Edith Holden's nature diary for 1906. So you have the most beautiful illustrations. The book is printed on really thick paper. It's absolutely super. And her handwriting is absolutely glorious. And so they have reproduced her handwriting all the way through the book. So apart from her actual notes and sort of nature diary, she's also included poems and quotes and things like that. So there's lots and lots of really lovely things that you can use in a journal. And what I like about it, even, there are some pages that are I was just trying to find one that's got no illustrations at all, front or back. And those are the sort, if I don't like the quotations or whatever, I just tear it up for collage. It's a really interesting text to have in your collages. So as I say, that's the original book. It came out in paperback. I've got a paperback edition exactly the same size. And then I've got a baby paperback as well. And this one's got a really interesting binding. I want to say it's a stab binding, but I'm not entirely sure that that's correct. Again, it's exactly the same book. It's just that wee bit smaller, which is kind of useful, because, you can just sometimes want to have smaller illustrations or smaller bits and pieces for your collage. So that is the original book. And then 12 years later, out came another one. And this is the Nature Notes of an Edwardian Lady. Now, this is actually the diary from the year before, 1905, but Edith Holden hadn't made a fair copy. And that means that instead of her beautiful handwriting all the way through, it's print. Now, there's print for her diary entries, and then there's a nice, I can't find it now, there's nice italics in places where she's, here we are, there's some italics as well for some of the quotes. But you will find her handwriting on the illustrations. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? Yeah, so it's got a different look, actually. It does have a different look to the other one, and I'm very glad that I have it. As I've got 2 copies of this, and this one has already, I've started to pull apart, and I've got one for best. So as I say, that is the second proper book, if that's what you want to call it. But it spawned a whole industry of licensed merchandising. And so let me show you a bit of those. First of all, there were some other books. There was this. This is the Country Diary Book of Knitting. Pretty sure there's a stitching book too. I think this was published sometime in the 80s when the big hand knitting revival was on. Let's have a look. First impression 87. Right, this book's from 1990. So this book's only 30 years old. But what I like about this is, I think this is wonderful collage material, as is this. Look at that. I mean, it's an intarsia knitting graph. So, that's really interesting, isn't it? Plus, I mean, she's a bit big, but there's lots of things you can cut out. I think the little girls are really cute. And then, as I say, you've got ghosted behind the knitting pattern. Ghosted behind the knitting pattern, you've got the illustrations. Now, frankly, if I was knitting from this pattern, I would find that incredibly irritating. But there you go. So, as I say, I think there was a needlework book as well, and there's a few other sort of odds and ends in the book department. There's china, there's tea towels, there's all sorts. I have also got this. This is the Country Diary postcard collection. So there's 30 postcards in here. And this is pretty old, actually. I got this in a thrift shop, a charity shop here in the UK. So this was published in 1991. So again, it's over 30. But there's just beautiful, beautiful postcards in it. There are also greeting cards. I have one greeting card that somebody sent me in Happy Mail. Look, colours in that. Isn't that pretty? So that's that. Now, the final thing I'm going to show you today was found by my lovely friend Jackie on Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace. I think I've said to you before that I have my friends well trained, and Jackie found this, and it is a stationery set. It was actually a Marks and Spencer's gift, probably part of the Christmas range, a diary for 1993. So this hasn't been used. When I got it, it was still in the presentation box. Absolutely beautiful. So the diary, and there's even some little stickers with the diary. Look, cute. And so it's full of her illustrations. They've used her handwriting for the dates, which is absolutely brilliant. And I just think this would make a wonderful tag book. I just love it. And this is actually stitched, so it's going to be an easy one to get apart. Then there's an address book. And I just thought the address book was really cute, because wouldn't that make great backs for tags? Just lovely. Really super backs for tags. So the illustrations in here are quite tiny, but they're lovely all the same. So that's that. And then the final little book, and it is a little book. It's about 3 inches high and probably about 2 3/4 wide. And it's the Edwardian Lady little book. And it really is just exquisite. It's so tiny. It's so, so pretty. And it is stitched. I didn't think it was. So again, you could pull those out. I mean, I can see a mini journal. Isn't that going to make the most exquisite little mini journal? It's beautiful. So that is a romp through my Edith Holden books. And as I said, I'm adding one into the Let's Get Organised collaboration challenge as one of the prizes. So what you're going to need to do to enter for the prizes is watch Cara's wrap-up video, which will be on January the 31st. And she will explain exactly how she's going to allocate the prizes in that video. So you'll need to watch that and, you know, carry out whatever instructions you're given at that point. And then I think a week later she will do the draw. So good luck with that, because as I say, lots of amazing prizes being donated from various folk. And I hope you've enjoyed a little look at my Edwardian diary. I was going to say to you, if you would like me to do a full flip through page by page, do let me know. You know, I wouldn't bore you with it, but if anybody would like to see it, I'll happily do that. So thank you all so very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.